Hello, Internet. Okay. Number one, I'm finally back on the fitness train. Yay. That pandemic threw off my fitness scene very hard. Anyway, so about like 2 or 3 months ago, maybe 4 now, I don't know, time is an illusion, I decided I wanted to get my fitness game on point, right? Like I was like going crazy with so many things on my plate. And one thing I've known about myself, this is just a side tangent, that like if my fitness game is on point, so much of my rest of my life feels so much better and like on point. You know what I mean? Let me move this. This is distracting. But so I went out there. I hunted forever for a fitness planner. And the problem with most fitness planners is that they're only like 12 weeks or like a month at best. And I was like, in what world am I going to pay $40 plus, maybe 30 plus, whatever, for like a few months? I would pay that for a normal big planner. Anyway, the point is I stumbled across the Commit 30 fitness planner and I love it. We will do a top-down view in just 1 second, but I just wanted to get that little tangent out of the way, that I was very determined to get my fitness game in order because I'm sick of not working out, because it absolutely ruins my mental health when I don't. So let's do a little flip through. I'm going to show you how I use it really quick, all of the good things. Let me flip the camera. Okay, so hang on, let me get a full length frame. There we go. Okay, it is that faux leather kind of feel, very bendy, which is great. If you are taking it to the gym, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just want to like, usually it's just a reflection, so I can, for me, go back through it the week and kind of see how things are going. I have figured out so much about my health and fitness and my supplement and all that just by documenting it. But little flip there. Okay, I'm gonna blot out my email. I mean, not that you can find it anyway, it's the internet, but so the goal was taking care of myself, physically, mentally, all the things. And it does give you a whole bunch of like just motivation, good things going on. Let's move on. Okay. So I don't think, oh yeah, so I got it in October. So you start out with a commitment contract, which I love. I think that's great. I always love signing a contract, you know, just to really commit to it. Love that. And then like a whole bunch of ideas for things you can do to get your health back on track. I obviously have been seriously working out for over 10 years now. So like, I just need to get myself to the gym is 90% of my problem at this point, because I eat pretty well. But anyway, moving on. So you set your monthly action steps. I mean, I love it. This planner really guides you through how to use it, suggestions and ideas. So whether you're a pro or a newbie, I love that there is all the tools and all the things you could need for you, which I'm a huge fan of. Now, the one and only drawback I will just mention right up front is like in the week, if you do a lot of exercises, like I do 10 to 12, there's really not a much space for that. I mean, here's my thumb and there it is. However, I don't care. I just wanted to have all of these options, track my water intake, set my goals for the week, to-dos, rewards, and I will either just scribble it in, or for me, I'll just write things like, I did my quads, you know, I squatted. I'm not in a point in my life where I need to track like, oh, I did 10 reps at 80 pounds. Like, now if you need that, this is probably not your planner, because there's just not enough space if you're doing more than like 5 to 10 exercises, like to fit it in there, unless you write really, really tiny, or you want to write down here. But just the first thing I thought I would mention, and that's the only problem I have. Otherwise, it's perfect. We'll get there in a second. Okay, yep. So then if you are a vision boarder person, I'm not big on vision boards. I just really wanted the like weekly accountability more than anything. So, all right, here is an example monthly overview. This is also in their regular planners too, which is super fun, but I love it for the fitness one. So I said I wanted to get back in the gym, rebuild the habit, because it saves my sanity. So I had to write the program. These are the action steps. Look up mobility drills, clean my water bottle so I could keep it full all the time. Stop skipping my vitamins, because I do that way too much. Lacrosse ball, because my back is old and sore often. So I just needed to do all of this. Yeah, and I did great. I got back in the gym habit. As you can see how I used it over here. Red X's for me means that I missed it. Green X's mean that was a planned day off. So, like, I'm not going to penalize myself for taking a planned day off. Green, little circles, means I did it. I went to the gym, I lifted the weights, I did the thing. So, it's a very, very cool way to keep track of, like, the whole month in advance and look back and see how things went. So, let me see. I was going through some stuff. And so, I'm going to flip carefully and read. Okay, cool. We're good. Okay. I just used a monthly overview to keep track of like which exercises I did. Clearly, there's days where I miss or either don't fill it in or whatever. I wasn't trying to be too rigid about it. I just wanted something to hold me accountable, and this planner felt like it. So, those are my current supplement. I just did whatever I could to like build the monthly overview period. Love it. So energy before and after, weight, all the things. I don't really measure my weight personally too much. Let's see, we good here. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, I think. But for me, I use it to, number one, track my habits. Huge fan of this being the case. I keep all of my health notes down in the bottom here. Next week I will. My water intake is trash. I'm trying, but you know, you can set a reward for the week. You can do your little check-ins if you choose to. I was tracking my sleep, and if it was restful, obviously trash sleep for a few of those days here, which is so good to see. Because sometimes you look back on the week and you're like, God, why wasn't I productive? And then you're like, oh, because I slept like absolutely terrible, and my anxiety was through the roof. So that's fun. And then I was tracking all of my food and all of my workouts. And I love that it's non-dated too, so you can just like start and stop when you so choose. Sorry, my veins are insane right now, but it's because I'm lifting seriously again. But so you can keep, and maybe you want a Sunday start planner. Maybe you want a, you know, I don't know, like maybe you only lift every Monday. I don't know. I have no idea. But like it's undated, so it could last a year or it could last as long as you want to, right? Maybe you have like an injury, you gotta take a month off, no penalty. You just get back on the horse when you want to. So, I was keeping track of all my food. Yes, I eat ice cream. Thank you very much. You know, and then keeping track of things. Like here, you know, making a note, which is super important. Like, oh, yeah, I'm celiac. So like when I eat gluten, it absolutely just forget my life, you know what I mean? And you can tell by the tracking. But like making a note of that, then it's like, oh, well, that's why this is barely filled out. So at the end of the month, plan is you go back into like here, you see how you did, you audit it, you buy your reward if you want to buy one. I just wanted the gym itself to be the reward. Cheesy, I know. And then that's it. And you rinse and repeat for the whole year. So in the back are a bunch of just blank pages, so you can keep track of things. Like sometimes I keep track of like, these are the things that stress me out when I'm really upset, notes, ideas, you know, keeping track of the body parts I gotta stretch, because all of them are tight because I sit and I write too much, you know, affirmations, self-care. This is just something I keep track of. Like, okay, here are the things that I think will fill the bucket in my life, and then like, how much out of 10 did that make me feel better? I don't know. You can do whatever you want with yours. That's the fun part about having all blank pages. But that is pretty much it. That is the Commit 30 fitness planner. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them down below. I love this planner. It is my sanity saver to just make sure I'm taking care of myself. And all of these are blank, so you can daily track anything you want. Steps, well, they have water up here, but like steps, I don't know, stress, I don't know. whatever you want, the possibilities are endless. So I love it. It is structured, but not so structured where you feel like you're suffocating in absolutely too much structure. So that is it. A wonderful, wonderful fitness book. Highly recommend.